What is up, you guys? This is Raymond again talking about Sqeeqee.com. That's Sqeeqee.com. I've made a bunch of other videos. Hopefully you checked them out. This one today is going to be specifically about groups. Now, before I get into that, like always, I like telling you guys a little bit about Sqeeqee. Just a brief overview, a summary in case you don't know what it is. Sqeeqee, they're the ones that are bringing you social net worthing. You can read it right here on my shirt. That's social net worthing, not networking. Pretty much what that means is you can monetize your social media activities, everything you're doing online, from liking posts to reading a news article to posting anything yourself. You can make Sqeeqee bucks, which can actually be turned into hard-earned cash. So everything you do is one step closer to another dollar. It's really cool. Check it out on Sqeeqee. The second thing that I always make sure not to forget to mention is that you can open up, or I'm sorry, you don't need to open up, even better, all types of tabs and usernames and profiles for different websites, or 7, 8, 9, 10 different websites. All of the features on those other places can be found on Sqeeqee under one roof. So you can really come to Sqeeqee, make a profile, meet some friends, do everything you already are doing on the web, only you're making money on Sqeeqee doing it. So without further ado, I want to talk about groups, which really is one of the main things that Sqeeqee is all about. The reason Sqeeqee has groups, pretty much number one, is just to meet new people and make some friends. You can meet people who share your interests, you can join groups, talk, have a chat with people who have the same mindset as you. I've seen a couple of groups on there for maybe like a recipe group. Share your favorite recipes if you like to cook or something like that, or for a specific restaurant, how to order certain things, or maybe something that's off the menu. Just all types of really cool random stuff like that. I'll show you a little later exactly what I'm talking about, and I'll kind of show you the different groups and the different options on Sqeeqee. But really, if you have a niche mindset or an idea, or you like a certain type of thing that you can find on Sqeeqee, that there are 10, 15 to 50, 100 different people with the same kind of interest or the same likes as you. You can talk to them, share your interests, make new friends, the whole 9 yards. So I will turn it around. This video probably won't be too long because it's pretty easy concept to grasp is groups, but I will show you the step-by-step as usual. I'll show you how exactly to do it, to join groups, to meet new people and view the members of those groups and comment, all of that kind of stuff. So let me turn it around. Hopefully it won't be too long. I won't keep you. And let me do that for you right now. Now while I adjust this camera so you can actually see, let me zoom in so you can see very well. Of course, this is my page. Like always, I take you to my home page. Let me bring it up here. Now when you go to groups, there's always this pull down menu that has the home, the gallery, the marketplace. You don't even need to go down to the bottom areas. At the very first one, it's right here in home. And I make sure to try to mention this in every one of these videos, that this eye symbol here, in case you forget what I said or you want to know a little bit more later on, you can always come back, click the little eye, and it'll tell you a brief summary of what it is. Now groups is something that's, I'm sure you guys can kind of guess what it is without clicking this, but in case you want to, it has a little summary of what it is and what you can do when you click it. Now let me click on it so I can show you guys a little more in depth what I'm talking about. Okay, now this is the groups page. Of course, you see a bunch of groups, a bunch of different things people like to do, people like to talk about. See, this one, people who like to work out. This one is Final Fantasy. That's a video game. This one's ramen craze. People, people who like ramen, stuff like that. Let me see a couple other ones. Healthy indulgences. That's something, obviously, if you're looking to eat right, but you want it to actually taste good while doing so, you can get into this group, and maybe people will give you good ideas, good recipes. Let me use this one as an example, I guess, while I talk a little more about it. Now, starting from the top all the way down to the bottom, just like all of the other features in Sqeeqee, you can filter and you can sort the one you're looking for, or at least something that you think you might want to join. Up here at the top, it has the category. Now it has different categories from celebrities to games, health. Here's one for pets, music, sports, all types of different categories. So whatever you think might catch your interest, you can use that to kind of sort, and then it'll bring everything from that category all on one page, and you can pick and choose which one you think might be right for you. Now, after you do that, you can always do a secondary sorting option, and you can order them from A to Z, oldest to newest, public, private, all different types of options. Or you can always use this keyword search section or the search box to look exactly for, if you know what you're looking for. You can just type it in word for word, verbatim, and it'll show up after you click search. Now, going back to the healthy indulgences group that I was talking about earlier, this one you can see the very first thing is the access is public. Now what that means, I want to say there are 4 different options. This one, the access is public, meaning anybody can join, anybody can view, and it's really open to any Sqeeqee member. The second one here shows who created the group itself, and this one says Kendall Parker. So if you're out there, Kendall, you're watching this, you got some good publicity for this group. The third one, it says that's 45 members, and it shows you exactly how many people are in the group. So maybe you want to keep it to a small group of people, and maybe you only want 5-10 people in the group that you want to go into, or you want hundreds. It'll show you exactly how many people are in the group. And finally, the fourth one is the description, which just gives a brief summary of what you can find when you go to join the group. And when I do click that, let me show you what the next option is. Over here on the right side, it says to view group. You see there are for all the groups the same options, but let me click it, and it takes you to the page where you can actually look at the group. Now this is the description, and it looks a little empty right now, but let's say I want to actually click it and I want to join it. It should fill up. You see on right here on the bottom, join group, I'm circling it. If there are people commenting on this group, it should show up on the bottom, and there it is. Now that I'm in the group, it shows me different things that people are commenting on. They're talking about a Quest protein bar, that's a healthy indulgence. There's all types of different stuff in here. They have more comments down below. And it's really all these people that are talking about the same thing that you might be talking about with your friends, things that maybe you want to know a little more about. Tons of different stuff on here. And like always, I can't forget to mention that you can always push all of these things over to these other websites down here. And let me see. Oh yeah, here it is. And if you want to push it to your wall, maybe show your friends on Sqeeqee, maybe you want to show them what you're doing, you can always repost it right here at the top. You click that and it gets reposted straight to your wall. All of your friends can see exactly what you're talking about and what groups you're joining. And hopefully they can join them too, or maybe that'll get them or give them the idea to make a group of their own. And if they want to do that, I'll show you a little bit later exactly how you make groups of your own to make friends or maybe talk about things you want to talk about separately. Let me see if I can find, oh yeah, here it is. The next thing I want to talk about is if you can always post it to your wall, you can repost it, but if you want to make a special personal invitation, you can always do that by inviting your friends. Let me highlight it so you can see what I'm talking about. This area right here. Invite friends. What you do, very simple. Say there's one person I know he's gonna like a healthy indulgence group. All I do is just type his name. Let me see if I can find someone just to. Yeah, see, there's tons of people here. I just type J just as a test. Say it's Jack Miner. I want to click him. I click his name and I just click the send invitation, and it goes straight to him, and he'll know exactly what I want him to see, the healthy indulgence group. And if he likes it, he'll join. If not, he'll let me know that was a bad idea. But at least I was able to send the invitation to him. Let me get him. There you go. Click him out of there. Now, let me go back to the All Groups page. I'm going to show you guys how to create a group. If you want to maybe get a start from the ground up and be the first person to start a group and get people to join that group and hopefully get the ball rolling and get people talking about it, all you need to do, and after I do that, I'm sorry, I'll show you the other two options in this right side menu, but the very last one, create group, you click that, and I won't do it now because I won't create a group, but I'll show you the steps. It's very simple, which is something that's really cool with Sqeeqee, is everything they do is very easy, it's very user friendly, and you can do it no problem. But I'll show you, all you do is you type in the group name. Say you want to talk about a group, I don't know, I'll just put test for now. say you want to make a group about a certain video game or something, I don't know. The group description, you'll say it's about a video game and it's my favorite. I don't know. You can think of something. I'm sure you'll be more creative than I just was. And then all these things down here on the bottom, it's very easy. The different categories, I'm sure there's something for video games. Oops. Video games or something you can find down here in the bottom. You click whatever category you want. There are tons of different things to choose from. And right here is what I was talking about earlier when there are 4 different options for the access level. The first one is public, meaning anybody who has a Sqeeqee account, any user, they can log on, they can join your group, they can see it, they can talk, they can interact with other people on that group. The second one is private, meaning it's a group for just you. You can see what you can make it, maybe if you want to test it out before you make it public. Whatever the reason you might have for making the group private, you can do that. Or if you only want your group to be accessed by some of your friends on Sqeeqee, you can make it so only your friends can join the group, only your friends can look at it, only your friends can comment, and if someone is not one of your buddies or one of your friends, they won't have access to it. The last option is limited, meaning you can pick and choose who you want to be viewing the group. Maybe you want it to be a smaller, more secluded group than just your buddies. You can do that, and you can click limited, and you can see exactly who. Maybe you only want 4 or 5 or 6 people to be able to join, and they'll have to request to join, and you can accept it or decline it based off of a reason you can decide for yourself. But for this one, we could just say public. We'll be nice and say anybody can join. And after that, I think we'll do this, and I think everything else is pretty open. But this one right here, you can just read it and see for yourself. The first option is if you want to keep the group discussions permanently forever, or if you want them to go away after everyone exits the group. That's something you can decide for yourself. This one will choose the keep the group discussions, just so you can, obviously if anybody leaves, the comments will still be there, and you'll be able to look and view them. Now after you do that, you can just find an image. Earlier I said maybe a video game group. You can find an image of the game, you can post it, you can use that as kind of a jumping off point or a reference for people to take a look at and see for themselves. And then you type in the meta title and the description, you click create, and what will happen then is it will go into, now keep in mind I didn't make this group and I didn't make one earlier, but it will show up right here after you create it in groups that I created. Now it should be blank. Yeah, it's blank now, but after you create a group, or say you have 2, 3, 4 groups, they'll all be listed in this area down here. And the same as when you search for all groups, you'll be able to search by category, by A to Z, Z to A, search by specific keyword, the whole 9 yards. Let me see, and here is the last thing, the groups that I joined. Earlier today I joined a couple of groups just as an example so I can show you guys. Up here, after you join a couple groups, you'll be able to see that in the groups I joined menu. You can scroll down, take a look for yourself, all the different things that you like, all the people that you've been talking to, and it makes it really easy to meet new people and find some friends. So get on that, you guys. Hopefully I'll see you on there on Sqeeqee in a matter of no time. Any other questions, you can always find my Sqeeqee page and ask anything you want. Have fun Sqeeqeeing, you guys.